What's your expectation for this bill, and will you be voting for it?
Well, you know, the thing is if the president really wants to pass a jobs bill, perhaps he should come and talk to us. You know, instead of going around the country calling us things like stupid, he said in a speech the other day that we were too stupid to understand his entire jobs bill, so he was going to be nice and break it down in pieces because we're kind of slow learners here. Well, you know, that kind of insulting rhetoric may be fun to fan the flames of his partisan crowds, but it's not what the American people want. I am willing to work with the president. In fact, I rode on the airplane with him and said, you know what, you want to fix bridges? I have a bill that will take money from beautification projects and put it into fixing bridges. And you know what? The president came out yesterday opposed to this. I'm trying to get it as an amendment onto his jobs bill and say, look, we will take funds that already exist,
right,
that are being put into wasteful projects, and we will put them towards building and repairing bridges. And the president now opposes this.
It sounds like you're getting no traction with the president when you try to negotiate, you try to have a conversation about how to move forward. But I got to tell you, I look at this bill they're putting forward tonight, and it's, you know, it's all about first responders. It's all about paying teachers. It's all about paying firefighters. It's all about helping it out at the local level. Are Republicans going to look intransigent if they don't get behind this?
Well, you know, look at the vice president's remarks. The vice president has said that if you vote against the president's jobs plan, you're in favor of rape. All right? That kind of over-the-top, ridiculous rhetoric gets us nowhere. Come and talk to us like equals, like other human beings who are trying to do the best for people. The thing about this bill is, first responders, firemen, and teachers, their salaries come from state taxes. This is a basic fact. This is the way it's always been. If you want to throw in and inject stimulus money in and say hire teachers, what happens in 6 months when the stimulus money runs out? We're just asking, will you hire the teachers and then fire them? Or will you hire the teachers, will you say from now on, the federal government is going to take care of paying teachers? We've never done that before. Our country has always been about state and local governments paying for teachers and firemen.
Well, that's certainly not what the president's suggesting now, clearly. He wants to bring in federal dollars to pay these salaries, and really making the suggestion here, more than just, as you mentioned, not me, calling you stupid, he's also saying it's the only alternative on the table, but that's not really true. Don't you also have an option, you and John McCain, Senate Republicans coming together over what they think would be a good jobs proposal?
But that gets back to this campaign rhetoric. He says we have no jobs plan. We actually introduced the president's jobs plan last week. The Republicans introduced the president's jobs plan in the Senate, and Harry Reid killed it because there aren't enough Democrats to vote for the Democrat or for the president's jobs plan. We have a Republican jobs bill, but the Democrats won't let a vote on it. So really, this is about the Democrats obstructing the bill. When the president says Congress won't act, it's the Democrats in Congress that won't act on the president's jobs bill, and they won't act on the Republican jobs bill. We have a jobs plan. It reduces tax rates. It simplifies the tax code. It does get rid of some of the loopholes that millionaires and billionaires have. It also has regulatory reform. It also opens up energy production, and it could create as much as 5 million jobs. The president needs to talk to us.
Well,
don't call us
Senator,
stupid. Come and talk to us.
I think most people look at what's going on, and they think both parties, a pox on both your houses, because you don't get together and you don't talk. So it's one thing to blame the president. It's one thing to say that Democrats aren't following him. But on the other hand, I think people just want you guys to find some common ground.
Well, I'll give you an example. I've been asking for 2 months. I would like to go to the Democrat caucus lunch. I would like to come to them and present ideas on entitlement reform and on how we could fix our problems. I want an invitation to eat lunch with the Democrats, and I can't get that invitation. I've been trying for 2 months.
Unbelievable. Well, Senator, thanks for coming on the show tonight. We really appreciate your time. And we want to hear more from you about what you're finding in your effort to sit down with the Democrats. Seems like lunch is not too troublesome.
If we broke bread together, we might get somewhere.
There you go. Thank you so much.